Okay, Sharon, you've made this room feel like every single bedroom should have raspberry blush on the walls. It just looks right.
You know what, Trace, it's so true. I think that, I can't think of actually any room that it wouldn't look it in, but since this was my first time using it, I thought it had to be a bedroom.
Yes.
Right? Happy, optimistic, and the color alone brings that into the space, but I thought, why not add some creativity as well? So I brought in two of the other colors from the palette, Tofino Sunset, which is like a peachy pink, and New Age, that sort of purpley blue. And again, I was able to just simply with painter's tape create this fun geometric pattern, and I think that really, you know, it adds something to the space.
Well, it adds because it almost becomes artwork. Like the wall looks like artwork, which means that, you know, if you don't want to go for it and get pieces, the wall serves as art.
No, that's so true. And you know what? When you have a low platform bed and no headboard, then really your walls are like screaming, please paint me, do something fun. I want to be a canvas. So I think, you know what, and I think the low platform bed, this one is absolutely gorgeous. It's the Japandi from Mobilia. And you know what, it also has these nice clean geometric lines, but I really love the wood. It has this beautiful warmth in it, a really warm grain, and that really complemented the color palette.
I love it, and I like the fact that you've used the bold colors, you've used some of the more, maybe like lighter, more neutral colors, but you've used them all together in this space. It doesn't feel like too much. So give us some ideas and some tips for how we might be able to do that at home.
Yeah, you know what, Trace, that's a really good question because I think people can be afraid it's going to be too much of a statement or it's going to be really boring. So I really like to bring in pattern and color blocking, like using things like color blocking. So the color blocking was obvious on the wall, so I brought that in. But then I think it's a matter of bringing some of that color blocking into your bed styling, into the space, layering it with texture as well. So we've kind of color blocked with some of the bed linens, and look at all these beautiful textures as well. So you want to mix those textures to add variety to that color flamming and go from the light, go to the dark, bring in all of those different shades. And then when it comes to pattern, I don't like to do a lot of pattern, but I think in a monochromatic sort of feel, you really can get away with it. So I bought this big duvet cover with a large pattern. Like, look at that.
It's so good. It just looks comfy. It makes you want to like jump in. And it's also a great starting point. You can go in so many different directions with a pattern like that.
Absolutely could. Like you could start with that and pull from that. And I think it's, and again, it's got a large scale. I brought that sort of large scale pattern into the rug as well. So you want to bring it into different areas, but have little hits of pattern. And then again, think about your color blocking, which also brings pattern to the space as well.
Absolutely. So with color blocking for us at home, we do color blocking, but it's because I haven't done laundry. So it's like you're going to have a gray pillowcase and a brown pillowcase. So we are calling that color blocking because we've got laundry to do. But
Moms of North America started this trend.
Seriously. You can, but what's nice is that you can do it intentionally and you can do it with two colors sort of in the same color family and it looks beautiful. And this whole situation looks like a gorgeous ombre.
Isn't that? You're right.
I love how you've done that.
Absolutely. And again, when you pull them all together and they've got all those different textures and then you lay them out, it, you know, it already kind of looks messy, which is what you want the bed to feel like anyway, right? So
well, it's like, it's such artfully done messiness. This is the kind of space I want to live in, not messy like my kid's bedroom. So let's talk a little bit about balance, because when you walk into a space and there is not balance, you will feel it. You might not know why you feel it. You'll know something's off, but you might not know why. So talk to me about how you use balance in this space.
Yeah, it's definitely the most important interior design element. And as you said, you don't always notice it until it's done wrong. So I find with balance, you really need to think about color, balance your color, balance your forms and shapes. So I went with this sort of really strong geometric pattern. And then we've got this sort of streamline, straight lines of the bed. So I felt like I really needed to lean into some softer, curvier accessories. Like the bedside table.
I thought you were going to say that's where you come in. I'll be right here with my soft curves. Okay, we'll talk about the table, I guess. Sure.
Okay, you and the table and the mushroom lamp, that funky mushroom lamp.
Very beautiful.
But you got to balance those shapes because they're so cozy. And absolutely, my favorite piece is this fantastic little, built for Sharon, cozy boucle accent chair, also from Mobilia. But again, you want to think about bringing in those cozy little areas. So it kind of gives you a moment of reprieve as well. So you can sit down, read a book, relax, fall asleep if you're not doing a TV show. So definitely balance. balance in pattern and also balance in color. So I've got these strong, bold colors, but instead of pairing it with a real neutral, like a gray or a white or a black, pairing it with a lighter Tofino sunset color, that kind of becomes my neutral. And you want to bring that in overall into some larger spaces, so it just gives your eye more of a resting into your ombre point, Tracy. Absolutely. That idea brings balance.
We're talking about the bed, and I'm thinking to myself, we can't actually take a nap, but we can cuddle up a little bit.
Cuddle up, Tracy?
Let's do it. Like, why not? I mean, come on. How often do we get a bed on set?
I'm not telling my stylist. I hope she's not watching.
She's going to be so mad at us. Okay, you're all going to love this, even though you can't come and nap with us. You're all going to have a chance to decorate with any of the colors in the 2023 collection, because Sharon, who's such a sweetheart, has brought down $100 Benjamin Moore gift cards for all of you in the audience.